Principles for investing with integrity. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever feel that nagging unease when you think about your investments? That little voice whispering, is this really the right way to build wealth? In a world obsessed with quick gains and endless growth, it's easy to get caught up in the race. But at what cost? Are your financial decisions truly aligned with your values? Are you building a future you can be proud of? Or are you sacrificing your peace of mind and integrity for the sake of a bigger number in your bank account? If you've ever wrestled with these questions, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into the world of ethical finance through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. We're going to explore 7 Stoic principles for investing with integrity and a clear conscience. Before we get started, if you're new here and resonate with the Stoic path to a more virtuous and fulfilling life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future explorations of Stoic wisdom. And if you're already part of our community, welcome back. Your support means the world. Also, if this topic resonates with you already, give that like button a tap. It helps others find this content and join the conversation. My channel is dedicated to exploring how Stoicism, this ancient philosophy, can provide practical guidance for modern life. And today we're tackling a particularly relevant area, our finances. Because, let's be honest, money is a powerful force in our lives, and how we handle it says a lot about who we are and what we truly value. Principle 1. Virtue as the sole good. Let's dive into our first Stoic principle. Virtue is the sole good. This is the bedrock of Stoic ethics. For Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, true happiness and fulfillment aren't found in external things like wealth, fame, or pleasure, but in cultivating inner virtue. Virtue encompasses wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These are the qualities that make us good human beings, regardless of our external circumstance. Now, how does this apply to finance? Well, if virtue is the sole good, then our primary focus in investing shouldn't be solely on maximizing returns at all costs. Instead, we should prioritize investments that align with virtuous principles. This means considering the ethical implications of where our money goes. Are we supporting companies that treat their workers fairly? Are we investing in industries that harm the environment? Are we contributing to a more just and equitable world through our financial choices? Think about it. Is accumulating wealth through unethical means truly virtuous? Can you find lasting peace of mind if your financial success is built on the exploitation of others or the degradation of the planet? The Stoics would argue emphatically no. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe virtue should be the primary driver in our financial decisions? Drop your opinions in the comments section below. I'm really curious to hear your perspectives. Principle 2. Focus on what you can control. Our second principle is the dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can control and accept what you cannot. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what is within our power and what is not. We can control our judgments, our intentions, our actions, and our choices. We cannot control external events like market fluctuations, economic downturns, or the actions of others. In investing, this is incredibly relevant. We can't control the stock market. We can't predict the future with certainty. Trying to do so leads to anxiety, stress, and often poor decisions driven by fear and greed. Instead, a Stoic approach to investing focuses on what we can control: our investment strategy, our risk tolerance, our research, and most importantly, the ethical considerations of our investments. We can choose to invest in companies that align with our values, regardless of short-term market trends. We can choose to diversify our portfolio to mitigate risk. We can choose to educate ourselves about responsible investing. These are all within our sphere of control. Worrying about market crashes or chasing fleeting trends, that's outside of our control and ultimately unproductive from a Stoic perspective. How do you apply the dichotomy of control to your financial life? Have you ever felt stress trying to control things that are ultimately beyond your power in the market? Share your experiences in the comments. Principle 3. Negative visualization. Premeditatio. Principle number 3 is negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. This might sound pessimistic, but it's actually a powerful Stoic practice for cultivating gratitude and resilience. It involves contemplating potential setbacks and challenges, not to dwell on negativity, but to prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for adversity. In finance, premeditatio malorum means considering potential financial losses, market downturns, or unexpected expenses. It's about realistically assessing risks and preparing for them, rather than living in a fantasy of perpetual gains. By mentally rehearsing potential difficulties, we become less attached to our current financial situation and more appreciative of what we have. It also helps us make more prudent investment decisions, avoiding excessive risk-taking driven by unrealistic expectations. Imagine losing a portion of your investments. How would you react? What steps could you take now to mitigate the impact of such a scenario? By considering these possibilities beforehand, we are better equipped to handle them with equanimity if they do occur. And paradoxically, by preparing for the worst, we often appreciate the present moment and our current financial stability even more. Have you ever practiced negative visualization in your financial planning? Do you think it's a helpful tool for managing financial anxiety and making wiser decisions? Let me know in the comments. Principle 4. Temperance and moderation. Moving on to Principle 4. Temperance and moderation. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of balance and self-control in all aspects of life, including our relationship with material possessions and wealth. Temperance is about avoiding excess and finding contentment with what is sufficient. In the context of ethical finance, temperance means avoiding excessive greed and the relentless pursuit of ever-increasing wealth. It's about recognizing when enough is enough and not falling into the trap of consumerism and endless accumulation. It also applies to our investment strategies. Are we chasing risky, high-yield investments driven by greed, or are we practicing moderation and seeking sustainable long-term growth? A Stoic approach to finance encourages us to live within our means, to be content with a reasonable standard of living, and to avoid comparing ourselves to others. It's about using our resources wisely and responsibly, not just for personal gain, but also for the benefit of others and the greater good. True wealth, from a Stoic perspective, is not measured by the size of our bank account, but by the richness of our character and the quality of our relationships. How do you practice temperance in your financial life? Do you find it challenging to resist the pressures of consumerism and the desire for more? Share your thoughts and strategies in the comments. Principle 5. Justice and fairness. Our fifth principle is justice and fairness. Stoicism places a high value on treating others with respect, fairness, and compassion. Justice is one of the 4 cardinal virtues, and it guides our interactions with the world and the people around us. In ethical finance, justice means considering the impact of our investments on society as a whole. Are we supporting companies that exploit workers, engage in unethical business practices, or contribute to social inequality? Or are we investing in businesses that promote fair labor practices, environmental sustainability, and social responsibility? Ethical investing, from a Stoic perspective, is about aligning our financial decisions with our commitment to justice and fairness. This might involve choosing to invest in socially responsible funds, supporting companies with strong ESG, environmental, social and governance, ratings, or even divesting from industries that we believe are harmful or unjust. It's about using our financial power to create a more just and equitable world, not just for ourselves, but for everyone. How important is justice to you when it comes to your financial decisions? Do you actively seek out investments that align with your values of fairness and social responsibility? Let's discuss this in the comments. Principle 6. Cosmopolitanism and duty to humanity. Principle number 6 is cosmopolitanism and duty to humanity. Stoicism teaches us to see ourselves as citizens of the world, part of a larger human community. We have a duty to contribute to the well-being of humanity as a whole, not just our own narrow self-interest. In ethical finance, this principle expands our perspective beyond personal gain and national borders. It encourages us to consider the global impact of our investments. Are we supporting companies that operate ethically and sustainably on a global scale? Are we investing in solutions to global challenges like climate change, poverty, and inequality? Cosmopolitanism in finance means recognizing our interconnectedness and using our financial resources to contribute to a better world for all. This might involve investing in international development projects, supporting companies that prioritize global sustainability, or advocating for policies that promote ethical and responsible global finance. It's about recognizing our role as global citizens and using our financial power to make a positive impact on the world stage. Do you consider the global impact of your financial decisions? How can we better integrate a sense of cosmopolitanism and duty to humanity into our investing practices? Share your thoughts in the comments. Principle 7. Living in accordance with nature. Physis. Our final Stoic principle, and perhaps the most encompassing, is living in accordance with nature, or physis. For Stoics, nature refers to both the natural world around us and our own human nature, which is rational and social. Living in accordance with nature means living in harmony with both the external world and our own inner nature, guided by reason and virtue. In ethical finance, this principle has profound implications. It means recognizing that we are part of the natural world and that our economic activities should be sustainable and in harmony with the environment. It means investing in companies and industries that are environmentally responsible and contribute to a healthy planet. It also means aligning our financial goals with our true human nature, which is to live a virtuous and meaningful life, not just to accumulate wealth. This might involve investing in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, or companies committed to reducing their environmental footprint. It's about recognizing that true prosperity is not just about financial wealth, but also about the health of our planet and the well-being of future generations. Living in accordance with nature in finance means investing in a way that is both ethically sound and environmentally sustainable, creating a future where both humanity and the planet can thrive. How do you understand living in accordance with nature in the context of finance? Do you believe our financial system should be more aligned with natural principles and sustainability? Let's discuss this important topic in the comments. So, there you have it, 7 Stoic principles for ethical finance. Investing with integrity and a clear conscience isn't just about maximizing returns. It's about aligning our financial decisions with our values, contributing to a more just and sustainable world, and ultimately living a more virtuous and fulfilling life. Remember, Stoicism isn't about being passive or indifferent to the world. It's about taking wise and virtuous action, focusing on what we can control, and living in accordance with nature and reason, and that includes how we manage our finances. I hope these Stoic principles have given you some food for thought, and perhaps inspired you to reevaluate your own approach to investing. Which of these principles resonates with you the most, and how do you plan to apply them to your financial life? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom for modern living. Until next time, take care and remember to live virtuously.